What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and I'm back in a motherfucking building. This time I'm back for a recap of Married to Medicine, honey. This is season 6, and this is the reunion part 2. Andy. Where do I begin with you? I don't know, y'all. I'm a bit irritated with Andy steady moving this shit around. I was a bit annoyed with this part. Okay, yeah, what annoyed me was, let me get into it, shit. I was annoyed because I'm thinking I'm about to see Quad and Dr. G. That is the main thing I wanted to see. All this other shit is like, it's lies from Mariah. I had somebody come on my part one, accusing me of colorism, talking about I only said that Miss Lucy was ugly because she's a dark-skinned woman. I feel like Quad is a dark-skinned woman, and I don't find her to be ugly. You know, there are a lot of beautiful, dark-skinned women out in the world. Miss Lucy just is not one of them. That is my opinion. You know, what we have to remember with people being content creators is people have the right to their opinion of what they consider to be beauty and what they don't consider to be beauty. And from all the Facebook groups I done been in, all the reviews I done seen, honey, everybody agreed that Miss Lucy is not attractive. Now, the reason why everybody got on the fact of how she's unattractive was because her lying-ass, chipmunk-looking-ass daughter got her ass on the reunion talk about Damon was flirting with Miss Lucy, all this bullshit. He ain't flirt with her. He gave the bitch some attention. She got all excited about it. And, you know, now y'all trying to sit up here and make up some story that he flirted with her or now he's cheating on Heavenly, all this bullshit. Aiden, I need you to sit your motherfucking ass down. When I seen him making them faces, and then in the words of Funky Dineva, honey, Funky Dineva called Aiden a Latin-looking motherfucker, and that's what he looks like. Sit your motherfucking ass down, Aiden. You ain't gonna do shit. And Eugene, Curtis, hell, Greg, Daddy, Damon, y'all jumped that motherfucker. Y'all got my permission. I'm so sick of these I'm trying to play tough. Like when Quad and Mariah was going back and forth and Quad was calling, Mariah a cokehead and shit, Aiden all in the audience, me mugging the fuck out of Quad, and even Heavenly was like, this nigga need to sit down. I don't like his energy. You know, I'm not feeling his energy. Why is he doing it? And Mariah, well, that's my husband. He can come and check on me. He ain't checking on you. He putting 20 on 10. Y'all ain't got no damn proof. You ain't got shit. You feel like you the boss bitch of this show and you want people to bow down to you, Mariah. But the funny thing is that this show can go on without you. You didn't never really need to come back. It would have went on without you. They had storylines. It was fine. Honestly, her makeup and shit, at first I thought she looked nice, but as like I watched the reunion and I've like watched it a couple of times now, she don't look all that good. And Mariah ain't all that cute either. So y'all can get mad about that. She ain't all that cute either. Shit. Look like a goddamn chipmunk in the face. Her makeup was fucked up. Them eyebrows. I thought her hair was pretty and I still like the dress. I won't take that back. Mariah can dress her ass off, but Mariah needs to stop being a liar. That's what you need to do, Mariah. So Andy ends up getting on the fact that Heavenly, you know, keeps saying yo mama to Mariah. Really, like, that is so lame. That is not... Yo mama is back in 5th and 6th grade. That's what people say when you're in a heated debate, you know? So I don't feel like that's a big deal like that. And Mariah, well, I've asked her several times. And then this was so interesting because this bitch tries to compare that to her saying that she got shit on Daddy. Well, she was saying stuff about my mama, so I could say some stuff about her husband and, and see how she like it. It's like, that right there shows that you are lying, bitch. Simone, what the fuck are you doing? I felt like I wanted to pull that fucking ponytail from your head. And now that I'm looking at Simone again, Simone looked really pretty with her dress, but Simone, the bullshit that was coming out of your fucking mouth, you sitting up here defending Mariah, talking about how Mariah was really trying to work things out with Heavenly, and no, that bitch wasn't. Why that bitch break that motherfucking glass when they was out of town then? That bitch wasn't trying to work nothing out. And here go Mariah, well, I don't know why I did that. I don't know what I was thinking. You was thinking that your name is Lakeisha and you are a ghetto ass bitch. And you would have hit Heavenly with that fucking glass if you got the chance to. And Heavenly would have beat your motherfucking ass and I would have been here for it. Real quick, before I get to the rest of the recap, why do y'all call Heavenly ugly? And she's obviously not. I hate when people call people ugly and they're obviously not ugly. Now, you don't like Heavenly. That's cool. But she ain't ugly the way I hear so many people in these Facebook groups and on these YouTube videos. She ugly as fuck. And I don't feel like Mariah is fucking Beyonce compared to Heavenly. I don't know what the fuck we're looking at. Like, I think that Heavenly is attractive. Now, she ain't the baddest. She ain't the prettiest. But hell, neither is Mariah either. I'm just saying. Did y'all catch Mariah though? Her ignorant ass. Y'all know. One thing Mariah can do is make me laugh. She said that Heavenly had old fish face, old duck lips. You ain't no good. You fucking no good. Pressure wash this motherfucker now. You can say that. I'm going to say that shit forever. Thank you for that, Mariah. But the rest of the bullshit that you serve, bitch, fuck you. They ask who the shadiest in the group is. Everybody say Jackie. Jackie does throw shade, but honestly, I wouldn't call her the shadiest. I would say Mariah. Mariah, to me, be throwing... I mean, they all fucking be throwing shade, but I don't feel like it's Jackie. I feel more or less it is Mariah, because it seems like Mariah will try to be cool with people, and then as soon as there's an opening, let me say this bullshit to you. Let me get this in. Did y'all catch Toya talking about something? I don't have to brag about money. I remember Heavenly had said some shit about, Toya always telling us what label she got on, what she drinking out of. She can't drink no cheap liquor. Miss I owe the IRS money. And then Toya telling us, so I just can't help, I look like money. No, bitch, you look like you owe money, okay? Did Uncle Sam get all his money? I'm just saying. Okay, so we see my boy Dr. G, honey. I was so excited to see my boy Dr. G. Dr. G, honey, came G'd up, honey, with his all blue on matching quad. I said, y'all go ahead. Now, we may not have a divorce after all. Yeah, right, they need to be divorced. But anyways, Dr. G is backstage telling all the guys, well, I'm just here to hear what she got to say, but I already know in her mind I'm just a cheater and a liar, and, she gonna act like she's so innocent. In our marriage, I never got what I wanted, I wanted a family, and this is the thing. Like I have always stated, I do not feel like Quad went into this marriage with the idea of ever really having children with this man. Which I feel is wrong. Like, if you don't want children with somebody, then why even marry them? But at the same time, Dr. G, you didn't make that decision easy for her. With you carrying on, talking to her any kind of fucking way, acting a goddamn fool, falling on the goddamn ground when she trying to talk to you and plead with you. They showed your ass storming out of the house when she was trying to talk to you. So, this relationship going downhill, like I said, it was both of y'all's faults. But Dr. G, I feel like you made things worse with the cheating and, just your fucking behavior. So next, Andy plays some clips of Quad's relationship with the ladies, how she was kind of hiding out, once her marriage totally deteriorated. Look, am I using the right damn word? I can't get the damn word. Can't get the damn words out today, honey. But y'all know her marriage was crashing down. Quad talked about how toxic and dark the marriage got. They was barely speaking. It just had to come to an end. Because Andy was just like, well, at the last reunion, did you see y'all kind of working things out? And Quad was like, no, I knew it was over. He didn't have any respect for me anymore. And she made the right decision because, like Dr. Jackie said, I'm not going to encourage you to stay in a toxic marriage. I'm not going to encourage you to stay in a marriage where somebody else is not trying. They're not doing the work. And, Jackie was talking about Dr. G. Then Simone got in her motherfucking feelings about, Quad. And, Quad was acting funny with Simone and the girls, just being distant and shit. But Quad was just like, I had a reason for acting like that because I felt like y'all was just acting too aggressive with me when I would come around. Simone also shared that she felt like her friendship with Quad has been distant for a couple of years now. And, she just felt the need to kind of give Quad her space. She wasn't going to meddle into her business with Dr. G. And she just felt that she wanted, Quad to kind of open up to her, but she said she just wasn't going to force it. And I could understand that. But Simone, you still full of shit. Andy brings up an interesting point to Simone. He's just like, well, it's interesting that the reunion helped your marriage and it helped propel, you forward into forgiving your husband and you guys working it out. I'm just trying to figure out why that same thing didn't happen for Quad. But Andy, what you have to remember is Cecil and Simone have been married for way longer. And they genuinely love each other. You could see there's love there. They argue and shit, but you can tell that they more or less, the love is there. There was no respect in Dr. G and Quad's marriage. So it wasn't really nothing that the friends really could do. But Quad, what I will say is them women was trying to reach out to you in the beginning of the season and you was not having it. And then you sat up here and said, oh, well, I didn't feel the love. I felt like they had an attitude. Simone admitted, she had attitude when they was at Heavenly's house at the crab boil thing, and which is true. Simone had an attitude. Because I think Simone was getting tired of you not coming around, you not sharing certain things. They had to find things out in the blog. And it's kind of like, how the fuck can we support you and you don't fucking come around? So I definitely understand where Simone and a few other ladies, I understand how they felt, in response to what Quad was saying, like, you didn't allow us to be there for you. Okay, so Toya brings up a point to Quad where, you know what? I love Heavenly, I love Mariah, I love Jackie and Simone. Honey, she left poor Contessa out and Contessa was just looking around, honey. Remember, she too fat for you, Contessa. She got the same BMI as her husband, honey. She ain't forgot that shade, honey. Toya, you should have got on Contessa about her raggedy ass wigs. You should have been like, well, bitch, you need to fix your wig since you make so much money being a fucking doctor. But that's neither here nor there, honey. Toya's point was, Jackie and Simone and them, they get into my ass with how I speak with them, how the things I may say about my husband, which is true. It is true. Toya, I'm going to drag your ass a little bit later, though, because you pissed me the fuck off. How you look at relationships and men and women, it came out. But I'll get to your ass then. But yeah, I was kind of here for what you were saying because you do have that candid relationship with those ladies. Whereas Quad be trying to hide and put on the front. Like I stated to you all, if you all have been watching my recaps of Married to Medicine, hopefully Quad has learned to keep it real, to stop putting on a facade, to let people in And yes, they need to be respectful and allow her to do so. I think that they was coming at her in that aggressive way at that crab boil because they was sick of the shit. They was sick of hearing the shit in the blogs. They was sick of her not showing up to events and saying that the Sister Circle girls was her sisters. And, you know, and I understand Quad a little bit too, because shit, you got that fake ass Mariah. You can't trust that bitch. Toya was kind of speaking out of turn, you know. Simone, you know, has her issues as well. So I kind of understand where everybody is coming from. But I do understand where the ladies was mentally with Quad. They was just sick of her shit. And they needed to call her out. Okay, so we get on to this whole topic of... It's funny. I'm watching Jackie look at Toya in disgust. Her and Quad. They get into this situation of why men stray. And Toya was like, I feel like men stray because they don't get, you know, what they want out of the relationship. You know, it's some part in there that they're not getting. But that's not just a man. That could be a woman too. It's not really... See, that right there kind of shows that Toya caters to the fact that, well, of course your man cheated. He ain't getting what he want. Do you see what I'm saying? It's kind of like she's on that side. Cheating is not a man trait, you all. Women cheat too. I know, because I've cheated in my damn past relationships. Not my relationship now, honey. Don't get the girl in trouble, honey. Not my relationship now. But I'm saying when, sometime in my 20s, I had a relationship and I ended up cheating because our relationship was just fucking over. It was just done. I was sick of him. He was sick of me. He was doing shit. You know, it's shit. Does that even count when a motherfucker is fucking up too? I'm just saying. But anyways, yeah, she kept on defending the man. And then we got off into this whole thing of Quad shouldn't come on the couples trips alone, and oh, she needs to be married, and if she gets back with her husband, so she should get back with toxic ass Dr. G. And y'all know I love me some Dr. G. I think he funny, but I didn't like how he was treating Quad. After all, she is his wife, and I felt like he should have gave her more respect than what he did. She should have been more genuine in their relationship as well. But I felt like Dr. G was the one that really fucked up everything. And for you to say, oh, well, she can't come on no trips no more, and I don't want her around Eugene, that make it look like you believe what Mariah said about Quad sleeping with folks' husbands and shit. So that kind of brings that into play, you know, and it's just like, Toya, you need to shut the fuck up. You're not being a supportive friend. This woman is leaving this man because clearly she is not happy. She can go on a couple's trip. Let her invite a nice date. Let her invite a friend or something. It was kind of this tone of you're nobody unless you have a man. And I really do feel like Toya is one of those women that believes that bullshit, and it's not true. And Quad and Dr. Jackie was like, hell no, we ain't in support of what the fuck you saying. You sound crazy. Jackie even made a good point saying, you know what? I even attended Simone's rededication ceremony with Cecil, and Curtis didn't come to that. And that's my friend. I had to have her back. I'm not going to just not show up because I ain't got no man on my arm. And I agree, you know, Toya, you full of shit. You need to stop with the internalized misogyny that you suffer from. And that goddamn daddy of hers that was doing all that cheating, all that running around on her mammy, honey, and had Toya all up in it, lying and hiding women's pictures and shit, he fucked her head up. Because the shit is coming out. See, he planted a seed, okay? Planted a seed, and now the dumb shit is coming out now. Even Simone was making faces at her ass. So, I mean, everybody was disgusted. And Heavenly had Quad's back. I was all the way here for it. She was like, Quad been around this long. Don't try to push her away now. And I'm here for that. Here go Toya when they asked Heavenly about Quad. You know, remember I said Heavenly had Quad's back. Like, Quad been with the group all along. So, now if it was a new bitch, that would be different. Okay? Here go Toya. Oh, well, if it was Mariah or Lisa, she would have said no to that. Of course, because she doesn't like those whores. I don't like them either. They're fucking annoying. They're liars. And that's point blank, period. Let me say something else to you motherfuckers out there that keeps bringing up Lisa in the fucking group. Lisa is not on the show anymore. And I thought when the bitch was on the show, we wanted her off. So y'all need to quit with that. Well, we need to get rid of Quiet, replace her with Lisa, so we could see her husband cheat and disrespect her and her act all oblivious to the bullshit. I ain't got time for that. Andy begins asking Quad, does she want to get married again? And Quad says, you know what? I really love the institution of marriage, so I can definitely see myself doing it again. But Quad, please do it with the right person and for the right reasons. You got a little bit more clout now, so, go into it, wanting to have kids, having that conversation with that person. And Quad does not have to have kids. I just feel like if she gets into a new marriage, that should be one of the first topics they talk about. That way, intentions are clear from the jump. Remember what I said, behavior reflects intention. So hopefully she works all that out. Toya says she has some homeboys that wouldn't mind wanting to date Quad. Heavenly said she got a few homeboys as well, so they talking about they don't mind hooking her up. What I really respected from Quad was, Quad said, I'm not really interested in dating right now. She says, I want to knock down this divorce. I want to really go through the process of this and then I'll move on. Loved it, because that is how you do it, bitch. But if you ready to date, I'm here for that too, honey. Okay, don't let that chocolate go to waste, Miss Quad. Okay, so Andy is now sitting with the husbands, and let me do my list, honey. Y'all know I gotta rate the husbands. Y'all know I got a little crush on Cecil, How you doing, Cecil? What's up, Simone? I'm just looking, honey. I'm just looking. Ain't no shame in my game. Okay, so husbands, who look the best? I'm going with Dr. G. Dr. G was G'd up. He's first. I'll say Curtis is second. I will give Cecil third. Y'all know Cecil is bae. Daddy is bae too. I love Daddy's attitude. I will say Dr. Okay, so Cecil is third. Dr. Scott is fourth. Aiden is gonna be last because I fucking can't the way he was acting, y'all, it made me want to strangle the fuck out of him. I hate when a motherfucker try to act hard and I know they soft. Because Daddy was about to get in your ass when y'all was out of town and motherfucker, you didn't have all them motherfucking words then is what I'm saying. You was still sitting down. Damon had got up from that table and was like, work, nigga, work. Like, what's good, So yeah, Daddy, it'll be Daddy second to last, and then that fucking Aiden is just, I didn't even do Eugene, honey. Okay, so let's do the little thing. Dr. G first, Curtis second, Cecil, Dr. Scott, Eugene is 5, Daddy is 6, and 7th is that punk ass Aiden. There we go for our men and how they look in their attire. Honey, Andy starts to shade early, honey. He gets on Greg. He says, there are Mini Cooper, honey, double parked outside. Are you ready to split if you hear some shit you don't like? Dr. G said, yes, honey. That's what I wrote in, honey. I like Dr. G's energy when he is around the guys. I don't like his relationship with Quad at all. It's like she said, very toxic and dark. But I think he's very fun and kind of livens the guys up. What do you guys think? Do you think that Dr. G should stay on the show and still be a friend to the guys? Or do you think he should just move on and let Quad just have the show? Like, how do y'all feel about that? So Dr. G admits that it was very difficult being around the guys, now that he's going through this divorce. But the guys, they ended up making him very comfortable. And the guys all admitted that they didn't want Greg to feel left out. Cecil thanks Andy for helping to restore his relationship with Simone. He said, I'm thanking you for like letting that happen. And Andy was like, that was some of the realest shit that I've ever seen. And I wasn't going to stop that from happening. I'm happy for you guys. So I love that. Curtis admits that Jackie has been better with putting her work to the side and paying his big head ass, his camel looking ass some attention, honey. Andy asks Aiden why is it so hard for him to keep a secret and not tell his wife everything. And Aiden is one of them motherfuckers that's whipped. Mariah wears the pants in that relationship. So, I mean, that's just what it is. And she got his ass, she put a battery in his back for the reunion. I feel like everything that Mariah and Aiden do is staged, because when he was so upset, he was saying, I think this was backstage, he said that I took care of her ass, her homeless, living in the car ass. I know what he was talking about. Quiet. Why are you so upset about your woman arguing with her ex best friend? Stay out of women's shit. Like, he was acting like such a bitch. Here go Mariah. Calm down, Aiden. Bitch, please. You don't want to put the battery in his fucking back. Girl, bye. Andy brings up the fact that Daddy was sucked into some bullshit with this whole situation with him cheating on Heavenly. Daddy says that, with Mariah, you reap what you sow. And he said, I ain't reap nothing. So, I ain't got nothing to worry about. I ain't did nothing. And I heard that Daddy. Aiden tries to defend Mariah's lying ass, talking about, Mariah keeps getting pulled in a negative direction. That's why she came and said what she said about Damon and how she got receipts. And everybody is just looking like, listen, where are the receipts? And you don't need to make up stories about other fucking people to make your point, so Mariah had no business bringing Damon into anything. Him and Mariah, Aiden and Mariah, they just look stupid. Like they're desperate to try to bring Damon down to get to Heavenly. It's just so stupid. The men all get on Dr. Scott for getting his ass involved in the Simone and Contessa situation, and he was basically like, well, that's my wife, I gotta have her back. When anybody's wife on the show acts up, all the men have their wives back, which is true, but I still felt, like he was doing a little bit too much. Oh my God, I swear I got my life, honey. I was cracking the fuck up when they played that clip of Heavenly saying, Daddy like it when I put it in my mouth. And that laugh that Contessa gave, honey, was everything. Everybody at the table was laughing. Damon was like, I had no idea she really said that. I was just so embarrassed. I was like, ooh, poor Daddy, honey. It's ain't no shame, honey. Ain't nothing wrong with being sucked on, Damon. All right. Heavenly is a fool, honey. Andy tells Daddy to not watch part 1 of the reunion, and he also tells Eugene don't watch part 1 either, since his wife likes to run off at the mouth. That goddamn Toya tells too much of their business, honey. Remember she was telling us how Eugene masturbate, honey? Andy asked the guys how do they feel about Heavenly doing the couples talk again, y'all know, with her, giving her advice and all that shit when they was out of town. And Curtis was like, well, we knew it couldn't get any worse than from last time. Good answer, Curtis. Good answer. Andy begins asking Dr. G, did he really want to save his marriage? And, Quad is in the back saying he didn't try to really work on the marriage. His ass up there telling lies. And Dr. G, you my boy and all, but I don't really think you wanted your marriage to work. I think you wanted to really put out there that you cheated. You wanted to embarrass Quad. Everything is not all of Dr. G's fault. Because I did, like I said, I do feel like Quad went into this marriage to kind of come up and not give this man any kids. Like, she didn't want any kids. I don't feel like she ever really wanted any with him. She kept trying to make it like she had to get her money together. But shit, bitch, you with a motherfucking psychiatrist. He got the coin, you know, but she wasn't happy with the marriage. And no, you shouldn't have a baby when shit get really bad with your spouse. So, you know, that's how I feel on that. The guys kept saying, oh, we're not going to pick a side when it comes to Greg and Quad. Yes, you motherfuckers have. And you've chosen Greg's side because he's your friend. And, you know, it is what it is. Hopefully they could work out a way that both of them can be on the show once they are, you know, done with the divorce or even going through it. You know, we can get the best of both worlds. I do like seeing Dr. G with the guys. I like seeing Quad with the girls. So hopefully they work that out. And the last scene is the last scene. And we have Andy, Dr. G, and Quad. Dr. G keeps smiling at Quad, honey, looking at that piece of chocolate, honey, knowing that he done fucked up, honey. You could just see it written all over your face. You don't have to say a word. You don't have to say a word. You don't have to say a word. You miss Quad, Dr. G. I can just tell, honey. Honey, Andy didn't put us all in a trick bag, honey. He asked Quad and Greg, how does it feel to be face to face? And then it goes off, honey. Andy, you ain't shit. Anyways, you all, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It is your girl, Brand New, and I will check you guys out later.